Jackals TV is back on the air for the final time here in the 24-25 winter season. This is a game against the Shower Hogs, a team that's currently in first place in the division. This is the fourth time these two teams have met this year. The Jackals have a 2-1 record so far this season, and so this will be an opportunity for the Shower Hogs to tie it up or for the Jackals to win the season series. Jackals are locked into third place in the division going into the playoffs, so this game will not matter results-wise for them, but they will be giving it their all, I'm sure. So today they're missing a few players, though. Chris Marshall, Gary Pabla, Chris Weeger, Aaron, and Darwin all out of this game, so two spares here to fill in and bring the roster up to speed, that being Shane Hainsworth and Gary Messina will both appear as spares tonight. Trevor gets the start in net, so let's see how the season ends off. First chance of this game is created when this puck slips through Bruce's feet. That's going to result in a 2-on-1 the other way. And this puck is going to get shot rather than passed. And then second off the rebound, it gets put through the crease out to the other side. So now the Jackals back down the other way. Here's a nice pass out front to Jason. He can't quite control it. Tries to pull it to the backhand. It ends up back with Rob, who throws it wildly in front. Two whacks at it there by Lloyd. Then the rebound comes out. Just gets poked past David coming in from the point. Back down to the other end now. Here's the Shower Hogs. The Jackals overcommitting on the corner, leaving that player all alone in front. He can't quite get a handle on it, then just throws the puck harmlessly at the net from the corner. Offensive zone face-off for the Hogs in the Jackals zone. They're going to work this puck along the wall and find that player coming in from the top of the circle. He gets a great chance all alone, but he buries it right into Trevor's guts. Jackals are going to have to clean up their defensive coverage here if they have a chance of winning this game. Here we see an opportunity at the other end. Rob picks it up as the trailer, gets the slap shot off, but the goalie gets the paddle down and directs that off to the corner. More chances here by the Jackals. A nice up from John up to Daryl, who comes down the left side, takes the shot that wraps around the wall. Jay gets it there, and look at this nice little patience around two Hogs players to find Jay in the middle, throws it on net, rebound to Johnny, one shot, rebound on the second attempt, and he puts that past the goaltender. So full props to Jay to set that play up with the nice patience along the wall, and then two whacks at the rebound from Johnny, and this game is now 1-0 for the Jackals. Jackals try to give that lead right back. Again, we see some poor defensive zone coverage by the Jackals, leaving a player wide open in front. But again, Trevor's there to clean up the mess and eventually cover that up after a bit of a scramble. And with the first period winding down, here we see Shane with some good patience of his own, and he's going to find Bob coming in late, takes it on the backhand, throws it towards the net, and it's tipped there by John, right on net. But the goalie keeps it out, so we go to the second, 1-0 Jackals. But it won't stay that way for long. Here we see the Jackals off a defensive zone face-off, can't get control behind the net. And then the Hogs are going to work it around the outside and eventually to the right point. And this point shot is going to be deflected high in the slot past Trevor. And we have ourselves a 1-1 game. Hogs now looking to take the lead. Here's a shot from a bad angle that's off Trevor's glove. This player picks it up and has some good patience to step in front, but his shot down low on the blocker side is saved. Bit of a scramble there, and as the puck goes to the corner, David goes to play it, gets a hold on that player. You can see the player kind of spin around in the warped glass there, so it's going to be a penalty for the Jackals. And on this power play, watch in front of the net, it's going to end up with that player who came in from the point and takes a huge swing at that loose puck in the slot, but Trevor makes like a wall and keeps it out. There you can see David stepping out of the box. His penalty is now over, and Bruce gets a turnover there and punches the puck up to David. He's going to slow and allow the penalty killers to change, but while he's at it, he's going to come in on the right side. He's going to see space up high on the blocker, and he's going to find it. A heck of a shot there from David, and it's now a 2-1 lead for the Jackals after successfully killing that penalty. Okay, Shower Hogs now pressing to tie this one back up again. Here they come down the left side. They have people coming in late, but this player's going to cut to the middle, take a backhand shot, and a swing at the rebound there. The hops over the stick. Trevor with a nice save down low. They still keep coming. This one's very close to offside, but they do stay onside. Pass it to that player in the middle who takes a wrist shot from there, and that was either screened by David or maybe hit him because that's unusual for that to get by Trevor. But this game is back tied at 2. Hogs are going to try to take the lead with time ticking down. A 3-on-2, and they pass it to the high guy. Try to go low on Trevor, but he kicks it out. So we're 2-2 to the third period. And it's a good start for the Jackals. A nice hold at the line there by Rob. Shane bumps the puck over to him, and he's going to find David behind the play a bit, and another nice shot from David up over the glove this time rather than the blocker, and David's got his second goal of the game, and the Jackals have another lead in this one, 3-2. But again, that lead isn't going to last long. Daryl puts that puck over here to this side, and Gary Mousineau puts it back towards David, but it's behind him. Jared goes to pick it up and then throws it up the middle, and that player picks it up right away and fires it on net and beats Trevor to the blocker side, and some mismanagement of the puck in their own end, and it's now 3-3. Jackals now looking for their fourth lead of the game, and here Shane passes it up to the sniper of this game, David. He takes the slap shot, and it just misses past the right post, looking for the hat trick there. Play continues on. Here's a play at the line. Jer and Bob just stay on side. Bob stretching it out and gives it back to Bob, who tries to go to his forehand, but it gets pushed over to Gary. He throws it on net, and then the rebound is there. Bob fans on it, and it's still 3-3. So now we're down to just a minute left in this game, and after fanning on one at the other end, Bob's going to make an ill-advised attempt up the middle with only a minute left in this game, and this player's going to steal it, and an unchecked player on the far side is going to push that past Trevor, and poor play in their own zone is going to put the Jackals down for the first time in this game. So just a couple of seconds left in this game. One last offensive zone face-up. Daryl hustling hard behind the net. He gets thrown out front, and there's David all alone in front, looking to tie this game with the hat-trick goal, but a big save by the Hogs goalie, and this game is going to end in a 4-3 loss for the Jackals. So let's have a look at the stats for the last game of the season. There you see David at the top of the table with his 2 goals. John scoring the other goal for the team here today. So now that the season's done, let's have a look at how the stats finished up for the year. There you see Jeremy at the top of the table, leading the team in 3 different categories. He leads the team in goals, points, and shots on net. He's also the only Jackal to play all 28 games this season. You see Rob leading the team in assists with 15. Plus minus, you see Brad leading the team with a +8, but when you talk about regulars, the lead was between Chris Weeger and Daryl, both having a +6 on the season. Rob leading the team in penalty minutes with 18, which has to be a record low for the Jackals for a season. And then Trevor with a solid season. He had 2 shutouts. Maybe not the same stats you would normally see from him, but don't forget the Jackals spent a significant amount of time in a higher division against teams where they were surrendering a lot of chances. So that is a solid season from Trevor in net. So now that the season's over, we can have a look at the final standings for the league. There you see the Jackals finishing in 3rd. So in the playoffs, they will be taking on the 1st place team, the Shower Hogs, and the 6th place team, the Vipers. So go ahead and check those videos out. Those are already up online. And we'll see you for the upcoming 25-26 season.